Right now I'm helping Kate put skins on the roofettes.
Okay, Matt, so what we do is kind of stretch it out a little and just feed it up. And then we have our guys over in the lift up there.
I was gonna say, so you got you and I down here, them at the top of this scaffolding, and then stretches across to them in the man lift pulling it. Why do you guys have to put skins up? What's the big deal with skins?
We do this as weather protection. It's cover for the band. They're gonna play in this area, and in the event that there's rain, they'll stay dry.
There's more than one way to skin a stage? Is that what they say?
There is more than one way to skin a stage.
Today the crew completed the black steel frames for the video walls, set up the roofette, put the skins on, and set up 2 towers in the back of the stadium for the sound system and the spotlights.
As they say in show business, that's a wrap. Day 2 is officially over. Tomorrow, we're gonna put up the big screens, the wiring, we're gonna complete the Genesis stage. This stadium is buzzing. It's day 3, or as the workers here call it, Steel Day 3. These 2 huge trucks are here to unload all the power supply. On top of that, there's about twice as many workers here now. Now we've strung up the power cables along the black steel and the technical tents are in place. Now it's time for us to rig the lights and some of the video board. Tomorrow is show day.
So I jump in to help Rocket, a local stagehand mounting lights on one of the 7 light columns.
And we're gonna wheel up all the way to the top. We're gonna hook them to the lead ribs here. And then what, we just pull the chain and they go all the way up?
Once you secure them all in,
right?
Lock these in. It's nice and snug, not too much. This is safety. In case those come off for some reason.
The lights on the column are linked together by a safety chain as well as a power cable. Each light plugs into the power cable as the light is pulled up the column by the safety chain.
Be the pyro cables, those gray ones, which come inside this way.
Pyro cables, what do those do?
Those are for the explosions and lights. All the exotic stuff.
Actual explosions?
Yeah.
Really?
Flash pods, all that stuff. These get powered in for the moving lights.
There's gonna be explosions on this concert?
So if not lights, a whole lot of sparks.
Phil Collins is really on fire, isn't he?
I guess so.
A pyrotechnician comes in and hooks up a sparkler ignition wire next to the light. With that, the light is ready to go up.
These cables are all hooked to each other, so if one goes, the rest of them won't.
So once these things are up, like during the concert, who's controlling everything?
They got a control board behind the stage.
So they control from back here?
Same thing with the pyrotechs. They have like a computerized keyboard.
Each column holds 12 of these lights with pyrotechnics, totaling 80 on the stage.
Starting to get the hang of this whole stage crew thing. I'm here now with Wob Roberts, advanced coordinator, originally from England, and you're basically in charge of everything that's going on here for the Genesis stage concert, right?
Yeah, everything that goes on before main production arrives tomorrow on show day.
We're getting to the tail end of day 3. How are we doing on time, schedule-wise?
Today's been a little bit slow, but that's the way it tends to work in New York. We're not due to finish tonight until sort of 11 o'clock midnight because it's what we call a compressed build. We normally have 4 full days to put this together. We've only had 3, so we've had to, on this particular day, we've come in late and we're going to work late. So
you just got here today?
We got here today with the trucks, and we load in everything that isn't involved in the arena tour, which is going on in between the stadium shows.
Really? Tell me that again, I don't understand that.
Okay, so Genesis are doing an arena tour of America. Okay. So they're going off, they played Madison Square Gardens last night, they were in Washington 2 nights before that, they were in Hartford the night before that, and they're playing in ice hockey arenas. So they're using a lot smaller stage. Okay. However, that stage is still the same equipment as we're going to use on this show here. So what we do is we take the Nugget, which is the arena tour, we put it on the stage, and around it we add the rest of the stadium show.
Gotcha.
The way it was actually created is we built the stadium show, and then they took the arena show out of the middle of it and they put that into the smaller venues. So what we're carrying here is everything else to make the big show out of the arena show.
So this is the arena show plus everything else?
Yeah, but well, the thing that's missing is the arena show. The roofette, the curved roofette in the middle is duplicated in the arenas, but it's duplicated with a lot smaller and a lighter pieces. So we carried that, and everything that goes underneath that, they're going to bring tomorrow.
So what can we expect from show day, like in terms of this stage? It's not going to look like this, is it? Or
tomorrow morning, it's not going to look much different from this. What we're going to do tonight is we're going to put the lights all the way up the ribs. and we have 2 video screens to build on either side of the stage. We've got coverings and fascias and video wall. I mean, this is a 60-meter wide video wall we're putting in here. It's one of the biggest touring video walls. In fact, it is the biggest touring video wall in the world at the minute.
On day 3, we unloaded semis, ran cable, hooked up power supplies, and mounted stage lights. Tomorrow, Genesis arrives to rock the Meadowlands.
All right, show day is finally here. Tonight, Genesis will be performing on this stage in front of some 60,000 people.
Lower your side.
Lower, but first, we need to hang these lights, finish adding the aesthetics, and more importantly, hook up the band's equipment. It's the last piece of the puzzle, the official stage right here where Phil is going to be standing in less than 8 hours. This is the last row that we're going to raise up right now. There's 13 in total, and each speaker is 20 inches. In the entire show, there's 108 of these things. Tonight, you better bring your earplugs. What you're looking at right now are millions of LEDs. Now, it may not look like much, but during the concert, you mix in these ginormous movable lights, some aesthetic netting, and with the pyrotechnics and all the sound, this is one heck of a Genesis concert stage.
These metallic curtains add a final aesthetic touch to the stage that, for me, changes the look from a giant hand to a really big medieval crown.
So for the last 4 days, me and hundreds of other people have been working our tails off. But the work that's been done over the last 3 hours has actually transformed this thing into look like a concert stage. And we're gonna talk to now the man who's responsible for making it sound like a concert. The head soundman and mixer, Michel. Michel, how you doing?
Very good, and you?
Good, I'm Matt, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
So you are the head of sound over here, right?
I try to be, yes.
So Michel, let me ask you, right now,
Yeah.
you know, give or take, there's about 100 to 150 workers in here. Once this place is actually full with 63,000 people, how much is that gonna change the sound?
Probably it doesn't affect so much the sound because we are in full open air. There is no roof. So there is not a lot of reflection. Doesn't make a bit less reverb, that's all, but it doesn't change a lot.
I know the band will have a song list tonight, a whole playlist that they're gonna
Yeah.
follow. Do they ever steer off of the list?
No, it's the list, exactly the list.
So they'll do, you even have the encore song set up, everything?
Yeah. Everything is set up, and I just, most of the time, press next, load the next song.
Really?
And then adjust it.
I was gonna ask you, so when you hit that next button,
Yeah.
do these things automatically
Yes.
and get in place?
And the internal setups as well, all the EQ, compressors, and blah, blah.
So what do you have to do? Do you have to just hit next, or do you have
Next, listen to the music and adjust.
to... So you do adjust?
Yeah,
Make some little
obviously,
minor
yeah.
adjustments?
Because, you know, it's not machine who plays music, it's human people.
Right. Gotcha. I'm actually watching Phil Collins and the band do their sound check right now. This is awesome. It took just 3.5 days to turn a football stadium into a rock god's playground. In less than a few hours, all the final adjustments will be made, the doors will swing open, and 63,000 fans will pack this place to see an electrifying Genesis concert. They will never have a clue of what it took to assemble that stage. And if all goes to plan, they never will. Unless, of course, they watch Really Big Things.